Hello YouTube, Celebrate Metal here. I think most of us remember exactly where we were and what we were doing on the morning of September 11th, 2001, when the news broke of an attack on our nation here in the United States of America. And I remember being at work and the internet all but freezing up. And the last web page I could get to load, only partially loaded, and it just had the large headline and an image of the second plane hitting the second tower just before it hit. Very shocking image indeed that will forever be burned in my brain. But nonetheless, from the events of that day and all that came from it, the unity, the divisiveness in many cases, the conspiracy theories, which still astound to this day, and so many other things. It impacted all of our lives in one way or the other. And with the controversy came this particular item, which I'm about to show you, which was probably the first bit of controversy that came from 9/11. I'm not sure how many of you remember this, but when I saw this being advertised, I knew immediately that it would spark controversy, but I was all for what this company was doing. And we'll just start with the certificate of authenticity. We can see the line art involved from this piece. And here is the back of the certificate. In memory of those who perished, Psalm 37, cast in the USA with steel from the World Trade Center. Here's the certificate of authenticity and Psalm 37 there at the top. And a portion of the proceeds from this sale will be used to assist those families who have been impacted by this tragedy. And really the word there should be atrocity. And but nonetheless, people were criticizing this company, International Agile Manufacturing, for quote profiting off of this event. But the thing is that the portion of the sale of these did go to the victims and the families, and you can rest assured for all the flack they received, if it didn't go to the families, there would have been an uproar, and we would have known about it in the media and the like. But nonetheless, it's quite interesting to have this medallion that was cast from steel from the beams of the World Trade Center here in my hand. This is actual steel from the World Trade Center. There it says, God bless America, united we stand, September 11th, 2001. And this came out probably in October, November. It was late in the year, early 2002, so quite soon after the event. And here we have the reverse. It says Psalm 37, in memory of those who perished, cast in the USA with steel from the World Trade Center. Copyright 2001. And I don't know how many of these were made or sold, but I would love to know. So if any of you all know, let me know in the comment section below. But once they did sell as many as they were going to sell of these, the mold was broken. So it's a good reminder, and this is a keepsake that I will keep forever to remind me of that horrible day. Not that I needed this as a reminder, but it is a memento with actual steel from that event in our nation's history. So there it is. And as we reflect here on 9/11, on this very day 15 years ago, in New York City, and Washington, D.C., and Shanksville, Pennsylvania, we do remember those who have fallen and were lost on that day, and that evil is very real, and evil certainly must be defeated in order for goodness to prevail. So there you have it. This medallion representing and commemorating this horrible event as a reminder to us all.